Hey everyone, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to check out the top 30 best games for PPSSPP, and to start our list, we have Ghost of Sparta. It invites players on an epic journey blending puzzles and platforming within the mythological world of Kratos, the god of war. Renowned as a high-quality title among PSP gamers, it captivates over 10 million fans globally with its rich narrative and impressive visuals. Players navigate through Kratos' tumultuous past, engaging in combat from a fixed camera perspective, solidifying its status as a PSP favorite. Another standout from the God of War franchise in the PPSSPP gaming community, similar to the previously mentioned God of War, Chains of Olympus has captivated enthusiasts with its superior graphics, flawless storyline, and engaging visuals. Its main drawback is the necessity for a high-performance smartphone to run smoothly due to its demanding specifications. However, tech-savvy players can still enjoy it on Android devices by adjusting the graphics settings to low or medium, making it adaptable based on the device's capabilities. Grand Theft Auto: Vice City Stories is a notable entry in the open-world genre, contributing significantly to the evolution of digital gaming landscapes. As a part of the renowned GTA series, this title maintains the franchise's reputation for delivering comprehensive open-world experiences. Released on the PSP, it enhanced the concept of mobile gaming by providing an expansive narrative, advanced graphics, and unprecedented freedom to navigate a meticulously detailed city. Players have the opportunity to interact with a wide array of vehicles and aircraft, offering a sense of depth and realism to the exploration and adventure within the game. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes elevates the series to new heights with its fast-paced 3v3 team battles, immersive single-player missions, and wireless multiplayer mode for 2 players, all set in the vivid Naruto universe. This latest installment introduces 8 dynamic arenas and a roster of 20 characters, allowing players to venture beyond home confines in pursuit of becoming the ultimate Hokage. A novel feature lets players craft and personalize their ideal ninja squads to confront foes or exchange player profiles through wireless connections. By experimenting with different team formations, players can unlock unique abilities inherent to each group, enhancing the strategic depth of battles. Special team-based moves are activated by specific combinations, and players can accumulate power points to bolster their character's offensive and defensive capabilities, chakra, agility, and unique skills. WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2011-inch is a must-play for wrestling enthusiasts, boasting impressive graphics and dynamic player moves. It offers seamless gameplay on the PSP, allowing fans to step into the shoes of their favorite wrestlers, including John Cena, Triple H, and The Undertaker. However, the game does have its limitations, such as the inability to have matches between different genders. No roundup of top PPSSPP games is ever complete without a nod to Gran Turismo. This title ensures you're never short of options with its vast selection of 800 cars, many of which draw inspiration from other titles by the same studio. This edition enriches the gameplay with new music tracks and introduces the ability to add your own soundtrack in supported formats, a feature unlocked through completing specific missions. Additionally, players are treated to bonus reverse tracks, adding a twist to one of the original 45 tracks. Race lengths start at 1 lap but can extend up to 99. Spider-Man 3 unfolds after the events of Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man, set against the backdrop of a fictional Manhattan. The game emphasizes wall crawling, web swinging, and physical combat as key movement and fight mechanisms against enemies. Offering an open-world experience, it grants players the liberty to explore various city parts, albeit with limited interaction with NPCs, and effortlessly swing from building to building. Missions in the game are designed in a nonlinear fashion, allowing players to engage in different tasks in any order they prefer, contributing to the game's parallel running storylines. Players are also encouraged to tackle numerous side missions, including bomb defusal, combat challenges, and thwarting robberies, adding depth and variety to the gameplay. Inspired by the anime and manga series Dragon Ball Z, this PPSSPP game offers engaging gameplay without needing an internet connection. Each fighter is equipped with 2 bars, health and ki. Running out of health means defeat, while the ki bar allows for executing special moves and dazzling ki blasts. Once you're acquainted with the gameplay, you can enter various tournaments, including the World Tournament, which accommodates up to 8 players in a martial arts contest. Dual mode pits you against the computer across different difficulty levels, with rewards available for victories. Additionally, the game supports local multiplayer, enabling 2 players to battle using custom skills. Following the success of Mortal Kombat Deception on the PS2, the PSP version, titled Mortal Kombat Unchained, was launched. Unchained expanded the original Deception roster by introducing new characters such as Blaze, Frost, Jax, and Kitana, who were absent in the home console versions. A unique feature of this game is the exclusive Endurance mode, challenging players to confront a lineup of fighters consecutively without breaks. Additionally, the game includes the Conquest mode, a combination of a tutorial and adventure campaign, where players navigate Shujinko through the Mortal Kombat universe, embarking on quests and learning moves from various fighters. Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands unfolds as the next chapter in the Sands of Time saga. Following his escapades in Azad, the prince visits his brother's kingdom only to find it under siege by a formidable army intent on its destruction. Faced with dire circumstances, the decision to unleash the ancient power of the sand is made in a last-ditch effort to save the kingdom from obliteration. This marks the beginning of an epic journey for the prince, one where he learns the essence of true leadership and discovers the great. Def Jam Fight for New York stands out in the fighting game genre with its substantial improvements over its predecessor. Unlike typical sequels, it introduces significant enhancements, including an expanded roster of over 70 fighters, 30 licensed soundtracks, 20 arenas, and 10 game modes. Notably, the inclusion of more than 40 celebrity characters, primarily hip-hop stars, adds to the game's appeal, with authentic voice acting enhancing the experience. The presentation is remarkable, featuring cutscene intros and victory outros for each fighter, showcasing real-time damage effects. The story mode is a standout feature, allowing players to customize their characters with various hairstyles, tattoos, jewelry, and clothing from renowned brands, providing a sense of progression. The in-game cutscenes, displaying these customizations, contribute to the immersive narrative experience. Despite not reaching the status of a classic fighter, Def Jam Fight for New York delivers a compelling and enjoyable brawler experience, setting a promising direction for future iterations. Call of Duty Roads to Victory on the PSP falls short of expectations due to its significant control issues. While attempting to capture the essence of the renowned World War II franchise, the game's control scheme proves to be its most notable drawback. Despite offering preset configurations, none effectively address the need for responsive controls, with the absence of analog stick aiming being a glaring flaw. This deficiency results in sluggish movement and delayed reactions, leaving players feeling outpaced by agile enemies. Moreover, the inclusion of auto-targeting, while compensating for control issues, diminishes the challenge and reduces encounters to repetitive shootouts devoid of tension or strategy. Overall, these control problems hinder the gameplay experience and detract from the game's potential enjoyment. Mind Over Mutant by Radical Entertainment attempts to revitalize the Crash Bandicoot franchise under Activision's ownership, but ultimately falls short of greatness. While it maintains traditional platforming challenges and introduces a satisfying battle system and monster control, the lack of fresh gameplay mechanics makes Crash feel generic compared to other platformers. The game's comedic moments and surreal storyline aren't enough to compensate for its shortcomings. World design offers exploration but is hindered by a fixed camera, and controls for Crash are responsive but lack innovation. Visually, the game is detailed but limited by a capped frame rate, especially on the Wii platform. Overall, while it may entertain newcomers, Mind Over Mutant disappoints seasoned players due to its lack of innovation and constrained gameplay mechanics. Dantes Inferno by Visceral Games and Electronic Arts adapts Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy into a visually stunning video game. Players follow Dante's journey through hell to save Beatrice from Lucifer. However, despite its captivating storytelling and impressive visuals, the gameplay feels derivative, resembling a weaker version of God of War. Combat relies heavily on hack-and-slash mechanics, lacking depth and strategic engagement. The moral choice system adds some variety, but overall, the gameplay lacks innovation. While the platforming elements provide a break from combat, some puzzles feel out of place. Visually, the game impresses with its vivid hellscapes, but the color palette becomes monotonous. Sound design enhances the immersive experience. Despite offering replay value with additional content, Dantes Inferno falls short of greatness due to its derivative gameplay and lack of depth in combat. Daxter for the PSP is a solo adventure starring the titular character, departing from the Jak and Daxter trilogy's platform gaming. Developed by Ready at Dawn, it emphasizes old-school platforming with skillful jumps and level navigation. Daxter's controls are refined, enhancing the polished gameplay, complemented by progressively challenging levels. The bug spray canister adds versatility for combat and traversal. Despite its linear storyline, the game offers a nostalgic yet refined experience with stunning visuals and stellar audio. However, its narrative feels underwhelming, focusing on mundane tasks with occasional diversions. Overall, Daxter excels as a platforming title on the PSP, delivering a satisfying portable gaming experience. Metal Slug XX is a sequel that sticks closely to the established formula of the series, featuring intense action with familiar elements like tanks and numerous enemies across 7 stages. Originally released as Metal Slug 7 on the Nintendo DS, it introduces new elements such as Future Troopers and the Thundershot rifle. Power-ups, humorous elements, and the addition of the Slug Gigant provide variety and refreshment to the gameplay. Longevity depends on difficulty level and approach, with co-op play offering an enjoyable experience. However, some players may desire more inventive encounters like the one with Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, which are relatively sparse in Metal Slug XX. Tomb Raider Legend revitalizes the iconic franchise, returning Lara Croft to her roots under Crystal Dynamics' direction. The game features a compelling narrative, tracing Lara's journey from childhood to modern adventures. Crystal Dynamics captures the essence of the originals with captivating storytelling, well-crafted dialogues, and character development. Gameplay sees significant improvements, with more fluid controls and new traversal elements like the climbing hook. Combat is enhanced, offering variety and fluidity in movements. While visually stunning, especially on advanced platforms, the game has some flaws like repetitive combat and disappointing vehicular segments. Yet, the return of Croft Manor as an exploration hub and diverse missions in various locations add depth and variety. Overall, Tomb Raider Legend breathes new life into the franchise with its enhanced gameplay, engaging narrative, and impressive visuals. Medal of Honor Heroes 2 for the Wii demonstrates the system's capacity for FPS games with customizable controls and impressive graphics. Developed by Team Fusion, it outshines previous Wii FPS titles in responsiveness and depth. Players embark on missions as an OSS agent in World War II, engaging in intense battles against Nazi forces. The game boasts outstanding visuals, running smoothly at 60 frames per second with detailed textures. Control options include the Wii Remote and Nunchuck or the Zapper, though the latter is less effective. The campaign offers varied missions and event-based gameplay like sniping and manning turrets. Online multiplayer supports up to 32 players with various modes, albeit lacking voice chat for player interaction. Despite some shortcomings, Medal of Honor Heroes 2 delivers a compelling FPS experience on the Wii, showcasing the system's potential for hardcore gamers. Criterion's Need for Speed Most Wanted redefines the franchise with its meticulous attention to detail and seamless open-world gameplay. From stunning visuals to the intricately crafted city of Fairhaven, each aspect captivates players. With 41 vehicles available from the start, progression through street races and police pursuits feels rewarding. Despite a lack of narrative depth, the drive to become Fairhaven's top racer propels the game forward. Multiplayer seamlessly integrates into the open world, offering endless excitement and freedom. Overall, Need for Speed Most Wanted delivers an exhilarating and immersive racing experience unmatched in the world of arcade racing. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines for PSP attempts to emulate the console experience, but falls short in certain aspects. Set as a sequel to the original game, it continues Altair's story in Cyprus, focusing on his pursuit of Templar invaders. While the game captures the series' aesthetics impressively on the handheld device, it struggles with repetitive gameplay mechanics that prioritize action over stealth. The mission structure often involves straightforward combat scenarios rather than emphasizing stealthy approaches or crowd blending, diminishing the depth of the assassination gameplay. Despite its visually appealing environments and faithful recreation of Assassin's Creed's aesthetics, Bloodlines suffers from control issues, particularly with camera management due to the PSP's limitations. Additionally, the game's relatively short duration and lack of substantial content beyond the main storyline contribute to its overall shortcomings. Persona 3 Portable continues the captivating narrative and immersive gameplay found in its predecessors, plunging players into modern-day Japan where students confront shadows during the enigmatic dark hour. The game seamlessly merges dungeon exploration with social simulation, tasking players with managing their characters' school life and fostering meaningful connections to empower their personas. Although the PSP version lacks animated cutscenes and free-roaming exploration, it introduces new elements such as direct control over party members in battles and the option to play as a female protagonist, offering fresh perspectives and enhancing replay value. Despite these alterations, Persona 3 Portable remains essential for series enthusiasts, delivering a deeply engaging and rewarding experience. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Those were the top 30 best games for PPSSPP. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.